I want to talk about planning ahead. And pretty much any chef that has run a really large kitchen understands that you have to plan ahead. This makes your life a lot easier, especially when you're talking about scratch cooking. I have with me a few examples of weekly menus for lunch and breakfast, so I'm gonna briefly show them to you. Don't worry about the details of this. Each school is going to have a slightly different process on getting this thing done. So I'm just showing you an example of what you can do in your school. Again, this video is mostly about planning ahead, okay? So it's not a menu creation video, it's how to plan so you can create your menus in a way that makes it much easier. Okay, so we got here a 4-week lunch menu, right? So I'm sure you're familiar with that. Here is a breakfast 4-week cycle menu. So we all have that already dialed for the most part. Now the next step is how can we make this more farm to school? How can we make things more scratch cooking? So the key message of this video is that you want to plan ahead, and just about anything is possible. This is how small fine dining restaurants do really incredible stuff, is they just plan ahead. They know that some things are gonna take time, and they of course have a lot of experience. They're really good at this, and that's what I wanna get started in all of our kitchens. Your kitchen, my kitchen, this is where we're going. Okay, so let's talk about how to start planning. First, you're gonna create your menu, right? We mentioned that earlier. And then you're gonna go over each one of the components. For example, we have Monday breakfast, we have cereal and milk, bananas and milk. On Tuesday, we have blueberry smoothies, granola, and milk. So just based on that information, I know that I need to make a smoothie base because I'm having a smoothie the following day. And you can actually do that smoothie base for the whole week. So this is just an example of how you can get ahead. You have on Thursday, you're gonna be strawberry and banana smoothies. So on Monday, you can start peeling the bananas that are left over after your breakfast and saving them for Thursday. The best way to plan ahead is to have a whiteboard. And this process of writing your menu, breaking each item down into all the different components and procedures to get it done is gonna help you be able to see it from far away. Now that you have a menu, you can look at it and you know all the different components. An example of this can be our frittata or our sandwich, breakfast sandwich, because we knew at the beginning of the week that we could chop up a bunch of veggies, roast them with only salt, so that way the flavor can be added to just about anything. And I already knew that on Wednesday, I was planning on having a frittata, for example. So then all I have to do is use my veggies that I had already roasted, add the eggs, put them in the oven, and then you have a frittata. It's very easy. And because I also knew that on Thursday I wanted to make a sandwich, whatever leftover frittata can now be used for the sandwich. So remember, this point is very important. In order to be able to use something the next day, you have to cool it down properly. If you don't know how to do that, please ask your supervisor. But in a nutshell, what you want is you want to cool things down as quickly as possible. That way there's no opportunity for any bacteria to grow in it. But again, please ask your supervisor and make sure that you are following the right procedures.